Lotus flowers are a symbol of beauty, purity, and resilience, making them a cherished addition to any garden or water feature. Growing lotus at home might seem like an exotic challenge, but with the right approach, you can achieve blooms in as little as 59 days. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or a curious beginner, this guide will provide you with everything you need to cultivate these stunning aquatic plants. Before we dive into the details, don't forget to subscribe to Botanical Bliss, share this guide with fellow gardeners, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Let's grow together. Lotus plants come in a range of sizes and colors, from the grand sacred lotus to smaller bowl varieties perfect for compact spaces. When selecting a variety, consider the available space and your growing conditions. For beginners, smaller varieties like Momo are more manageable, while larger varieties like the American yellow lotus are ideal for ponds or large water features. Each variety has unique characteristics including flower color, bloom size, and growth requirements. Take time to research or consult with suppliers to ensure your chosen lotus fits your gardening setup and aesthetic goals. Growing lotus requires preparation, and it all begins with the seeds or tubers. If you're starting from seeds, the process involves germination, which requires a little patience and precision. Tubers, on the other hand, are a quicker option but demand careful handling to avoid damage. Lotus seeds are incredibly hardy, but they have a tough outer shell that must be scarified to encourage germination. Using a metal file or sandpaper, gently rub one side of the seed until you see the lighter inner layer. Avoid filing too deeply, as damaging the seed can prevent germination. Once scarified, place the seeds in a bowl of warm, clean water. Change the water daily to prevent bacteria buildup. Within a few days, you'll notice the seeds swelling and sprouting. When the sprouts reach about 2 inches, they're ready for planting. Lotus plants thrive in water, but they also need a solid base to anchor their roots. For container gardening, choose a wide, shallow pot without drainage holes. Containers that are at least 12 to 18 inches in diameter and 6 to 10 inches deep work well for most varieties. For soil, use a heavy clay or loam mix. Avoid potting soil as it's too light and can cloud the water. Mix the soil with a small amount of compost to provide nutrients, but avoid using manure or fertilizers at this stage to prevent algae growth. When planting tubers, handle them carefully to avoid breaking the fragile growing tips. Place the tuber horizontally on the soil surface, ensuring the growing tip faces upward. Cover the tuber lightly with soil, leaving the tip exposed. If you're planting sprouted seeds, bury them about an inch deep in the soil, leaving the sprout above the surface. Slowly fill the container with water to a depth of 2 to 4 inches. Use dechlorinated water, as chlorine can harm young plants. Once planted, lotus plants require consistent care to thrive. They need warm temperatures, full sunlight, and proper water management to reach their full potential. Lotus plants are sun lovers and need at least 6 hours of direct sunlight daily. Place your container in a bright location or in a pond where it can soak up the sun. Keep the water temperature between 75 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit, as lotus plants thrive in warm conditions. As the plant grows, gradually increase the water depth to accommodate the developing leaves and stems. For young plants, keep the water depth shallow, around 2 to 4 inches, until the leaves float on the surface. Mature lotus plants can tolerate water depths of 6 to 12 inches depending on the variety. To achieve blooms within 59 days, proper fertilization is essential. Begin fertilizing once the plant has developed several leaves, typically after 3 to 4 weeks. Use a fertilizer specifically formulated for aquatic plants, with a balanced mix of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Add fertilizer every 3 to 4 weeks during the growing season, following the manufacturer's instructions. Avoid over-fertilizing, as this can lead to excessive foliage growth at the expense of flowers. Growing lotus isn't without its challenges, but most problems are manageable with a little know-how. Algae can quickly take over a lotus container if left unchecked. Prevent this by covering the soil with small stones or gravel, which minimizes nutrient runoff into the water. Lotus plants are prone to pests like aphids and spider mites. Regularly inspect your plants and rinse off pests with a gentle spray of water. For severe infestations, consider using organic insecticidal soap. Fungal diseases can affect lotus plants, especially in humid conditions. Remove any yellowing or decaying leaves promptly to prevent the spread of infection. Ensure good air circulation around the plant to reduce humidity. With proper care, your lotus will reward you with stunning blooms. Flowers typically appear within 50 to 60 days of planting and last for several days. Once the petals fall, the seed pods can be harvested for decorative purposes or replanted for future growth. To keep your lotus healthy, remove spent flowers and yellowing leaves regularly. At the end of the growing season, trim back the plant and move the container to a frost-free location if you live in a colder climate. Lotus plants are more than just ornamental additions to your garden. They play a vital role in water filtration, improving the quality of ponds and water features. The large leaves provide shade, reducing algae growth, while the roots help absorb excess nutrients from the water. Culturally, lotus flowers are symbols of peace, purity, and spiritual growth, making them a meaningful addition to any garden. Growing your own lotus allows you to experience this symbolism firsthand while enjoying their unmatched beauty. Growing lotus at home is a deeply rewarding experience that connects you to one of nature's most exquisite plants. With the right preparation, care, and patience, you can transform your space into a serene oasis and enjoy blooms within just 59 days. If you found this guide helpful, please subscribe to Botanical Bliss for more gardening insights. Share this with your fellow plant lovers, and let us know about your lotus growing journey in the comments. Let's grow together and create beauty one bloom at a time.